Hey guys, so today I'm here doing a makeup tutorial on this look. This is my go-to look when I do wear makeup. If you follow my vlogs, I don't wear makeup a whole lot. When I do actually put on like some makeup and do the thing, this is usually what I do because it's pretty simple, but it's still put together. If you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let's get started. My face is kind of crazy right now. So I self-tanned this morning. That's why I look kind of crazy right now. If I look crazy, it's because I self-tanned a few hours ago. Immediately after I self-tanned my face, it looks the most crazy because I have eczema going on right now really badly on my forehead. This is some dry spots right here, so it clings really tight to those areas, but it only lasts for a couple days, so I don't really mind it. So I'm going to start by taking the Nivea Men's Post-Shave Balm. I wanted to use this today because I am thinking that this might help my makeup stay on a little longer. This gets a little tacky and kind of gives your foundation a little something else to adhere to. For foundation, I am going to mix two. I really wanted to use this one today. I watched someone use it on YouTube this morning. It made me miss it. This is actually the perfect shade for me when I'm self-tanned. It's the Born This Way foundation by Too Faced in the shade Sand. This actually is a perfect match for me when I'm self-tanned. The undertones in it just go with that olive undertone. This one has a bit of a more reddish undertone, so I'm just going to mix the two just to kind of give me the satisfaction of using this one because I want to. So I'm just going to mix them on my face. If I don't use my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, I'm usually using the Pro Glow by L'Oreal, the new infallible foundation, but it's a little light for me when I'm self-tanned. Taking my damp Pro Beauty Blender. I'm going to mix two concealers, the Born This Way concealer in light medium, the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer in light neutral. I really like the coverage of this Urban Decay one and the brightness. So I pop that in my innermost under eye area, then take the rest and just kind of make a check mark. Take the rest, take the other one down my nose. And then doing this on the rest of my face is to highlight. And it may look like a lot of product, but when you use a beauty blender, this picks up any excess product that your face does not absorb. Taking this Wet n Wild contouring palette, I'm going to go into the yellow shade. This is the Caramel Toffee duo, and it has the yellow shade. I think the other one has a more pink shade. Now, let's see. To set the face, I'm going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder. I've had this one for a while. This isn't even what the packaging looks like anymore. I've always loved this powder. It's worked really well with my dry skin for a little bit of extra coverage plus setting the foundation. If you have any powder recommendations, especially for dry skin, let me know down below. I will either just repurchase this or try a new one. For eyeshadow primer, I love the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It doesn't provide coverage, but it does provide longevity as well as anti-creasing. So for my everyday just kind of go-to, I do have, you know, my Z palette full of my shadows, which you probably haven't seen them like this. I just reorganized them the other day. But lately, when I've just been in a rush or just don't want to grab that or whatever, this is the Tartelette Tease palette. I love this because it really has just about anything you would need. This is a really affordable palette. Plus, it's so compact, it's great to throw in your makeup bag and take it to work for a day to night look, or just if you don't want to have something really big and bulky. I'm going to go into this shade Whisper up here. It's a matte cream shade. I'm just going to focus that on my brow bone. Then I'm going to take this Blend Pro eyeshadow shader brush, and this is the shade First Kiss. It's like a light purple brown, really, really pretty. I like it with my skin tone. So I'm just going to put that, focus it into the crease, build it up through my crease and onto my lid. Love these shadows because they're so creamy. This shadow is not matte nor shimmery. It just has this really nice sheen to it. It's kind of like glossy looking. I don't know. It almost has like multi-dimensional sheen to it. I'm just going to take any clean blending brush. And I'm going to go into Wink, which is kind of like a soft pinkish purple shade, but it's very subtle. It looks cream, but undertones are kind of pinky purple. I'm just going to sweep through that upper to kind of buff and blend. Going back to the face real quick, I'm going to take a little bit of this It Cosmetic by Pores powder. And this powder literally just erases them. I just press that in to my problem areas. Sorry, that was really distracting me, so I just had to jump around for a second. Now I'm going to take this blend brush number 6 and back into that First Kiss shade again that we just put all over our lid. I'm going to buff that underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to go in with the same brush into First Kiss and kind of work this on the outer V to build that color up a little more and make it a little deeper in that outer part, but we're still using the same shade. So as you can see, it looks deeper in the outer part of our eye, but we're not using several shades. So it should be really easy for beginners because you're just using one shadow. And I think that comes in part with the fact that this shade looks so multi-dimensional. I'm going to take this Jumbo Eye Pencil by NYX in the shade Cashmere. It's a really soft gold. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this in my inner tear duct. Then just any clean fluffy brush, I'm just going to fluff over it because these are really creamy and blendable, so I can fluff over it without losing its actual like color, but it's gonna make it look like not just stuck to my face. Now I'm gonna take my Morphe E36 brush. It's just like a pencil brush, and I'm gonna go into Heartbreaker, which is the dark brown in that palette, and I'm just gonna start buffing that on my outer upper lash line. Most days I just don't want to wear eyeliner. I don't want to mess with it, so this is just an easy way to give you that depth and dimension there without having to like go through the hassle of liquid liner or gel liner or wing. I'm buffing that along my upper lash line, starting with the outer portion and then just kind of bringing it into the inner eye. And I'm basically just kind of pressing into my lashes so that it stays really clean and not like dark all over your lid. Then I'm also going to smudge some on my outer lower lash line. Now we're going to bronze. I have been using the Too Faced Sweet Tea bronzer, but I feel like I've been using that so much in my videos when I do film a beauty video. I want to mix it up, so I'm just going to go back to what I used to love too, which is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Love my Hoola bronzing brush. Then I also just take a tiny bit more of that powder on my contouring brush by Blend Brushes, and I just accentuate that contour hollow area. I just always go back and do this because sometimes I just don't have enough shape to my face with just the bronzer. It just kind of depends. But I like the powdery look, or the look this powder shade gives me, because it almost seems more natural because it's like my skin tone. Now, I'm going to apply a couple highlights. The first one I'm going to apply, I'm sorry, it's limited edition. I don't know if they're going to bring it back, but it was by ColourPop and it's in Churro. This is the most gorgeous highlight. It is a tie-dye. Oh my gosh. It is stunning and I just love it, but sometimes I use it by itself and then most of the time I use another one. It's kind of a creamy highlight, so I use my finger just to those high points. And my nose. It is so beautiful though. I really hope they bring it back. They only brought it back twice within like a week or something. And then on top of that, I'm going to use Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill and Becca. And I always bring that down to my apples, my cheeks, because I have dry skin, so I really like the look. Well, I mean, anybody could do this, but I really like the look it gives my face on my apples. Now for blush, I usually flip-flop between a few. I'm just going to use the one that I really, really love, and it's by the Balm, and it's a Hot Mama blush, and it's just a gorgeous coral shade. This one is not matte. It does have a sheen. It's not big glitters. It's just a sheen of like gold underneath in it. So if you have a lot of texture to your cheeks, I would not recommend this because it's just going to make it show up even more. Unless you don't really care, then go for it. But I love this blush. It's been my ride or die for so many years. It's almost like effortless color, so it doesn't look like, you know, too intense, but you can just, you see that? See the gold underneath? Ugh, it is so beautiful. I always get my my Balm products off of Haute Look, but they also have a website that you can order off of as well. Then just taking a stippling brush, I'm just going to spin through all that. It kind of blends it together, buffs it all in, makes it look nice and seamless. I'm going to take the Sephora Contour Inner Rim Gel Eyeliner in the shade Wide Eyed. It's a nude shade. I love the way this opens my eyes. It just really brightens the eyes up again, even though you have on kind of a smoky eye. I'm going to take some Lash Out Butterfly Mascara by L'Oreal.
Sweat my ass off.
What?
Hey.
Hey. Nothing. What are you doing? This is actually in the shade Black Brown, I just realized. But that's okay, because it'll actually probably look really good with all these browns that we have going on. I'm going to spray my face before we go in with our lips with some MAC Fix Plus. It's not necessary. I just, one, I like the way it feels. It's really refreshing. And two, it makes your makeup or your highlight look a little wet. For lips, every day is obviously different all the time, but my go-to, just really easy lip combo is lip liner and a lip balm. I bet you can't guess what lip balm. This is my baby. The lip liners kind of fluctuate every now and then, but the one I've been using a lot is by Catrice Cosmetics, the Ultimate Stay Lip Liner in Holly Rosewood. It's like a brown pink. And then this is by the Soap & Glory, and it is a Great Kisser Lip Balm. I will link below where you can get this. I believe you can only get this on Walgreens sites now. This is the peach tinted one. And that is it. I know this might be a lot for some people for like an everyday look, but when I do get to wear makeup, this is usually the look I tend to go for because it's easy and it's soft. But I just really like this look. I think it's a nice smoky look for the summertime. I hope you enjoyed this look. If you have any other tutorials you want to see, leave them down below so I can see them and get them filmed for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.